Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome here to Goroka, Papua New Guinea. Brad and I are heading out to Hoskins on a 2-hour flight. We probably got a headwind today, so it's probably actually going to be more like a 2 hours and 10 minute, maybe a little bit more, 2 hours and 15 minute flight. When we head to the top, we'll take a look at the clouds again and reevaluate kind of what I'm seeing and a thought on what we can expect getting out of here. So we're going to do the IFR departure out of here. Get on up to 11,000 today.
Goroka Tower, November Tango Echo, good morning. We've got taxi to Hoskins and 2 POV.
November Tango Echo, Goroka Tower, good morning. Taxi to runway 17 left and the backtrack, line up. Wind light and variable, QNH 1019, temperature 17, time check 51.
Time check 51, QNH 1019er. And enter backtrack, line up 17 left, November Tango Echo.
If you're wondering why we're wearing these vests today, no, we don't normally wear them. We're just going to be going over open water at a distance that's over our gliding distance. So we have a raft back here, that yellow thing in the seat, and then we each have one of our vests. It's been a while since we've had a cloudy morning like this. All right, looking out here, first thing I look at is the ridges to give me an idea of where the clouds are. We know that that's around 7,000 foot for the mountain over there, and the clouds are going right into the tops of those. So the layer directly above us is right probably at 7,000. And you have a low layer out there that probably only goes up to 6 or 6,500 at most, way out there. So we could probably go like VFR right through it. But I don't know what's over here. Like when we drove in this morning into work, I could see all the ridges over there on all the dirty water and stuff. So I'm thinking that once we get out of here and through this, that we're gonna see just fine. But we've got our IFR departure here for GASID 1, GASID 2, and then on with our course. So we'll just fly that just like we were if we were going IMC right off the bat.
Okay. So
once we get airborne, then we're just gonna clean up. Jeff and I did some testing because, you know, they were saying, oh, we need to keep our flaps in longer and tug up to GASID 1 and all that, pitch for 99 knots and stuff, but you're getting like 400 feet per minute climb. So I say, let's mosky that. Let's start cleaning up sooner because we can get our climb all the way up. I mean, we're full up. We'll probably still get it up to 800 or 900 feet per minute, double what we would if we have our flaps in climbing.
Okay.
So just climb out and then just straight ahead, and then reality is I would be putting on my autopilot once I'm at 100 knots as soon as I can, and then now you're the backup for the autopilot rather than you're not having a backup at all, because they can fly better than you.
Yeah,
and
much better than me.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
Sounds good. Our safe aboard point and a performance demonstration will be at the taxiway 50 knots, where we will aboard full reverse max braking, flaps up. And if by chance we're not able to stop by the end, cut off, pull off, turn off, V-twin master. And if we have a power loss after takeoff, we'll attempt DPL. And then if it doesn't work, normal idle feather cut off, pull off, turn off, and V2, check the doors, flaps, and master before touchdown. Goroka Tower, November Tango Echo, ready for departure, 17 left.
November Tango Echo, runway 17 left, make a left turn, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, left turn, November Tango Echo.
So I think we'll probably be able to stay VFR all the way, but that's just what I'm guessing from here, even though it looks really crappy out.
Mission inlet lights, prop condition, flaps set 20, fuel is on, harnesses are locked, checklist is complete. We're gonna rotate at 63, 1390 for 1440. Okay, power is set. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed's alive. ITT's okay. We'll continue, and there's 63.
Outward. He came close.
Okay, obstacles are cleared. We'll nose it down.
I actually really like mornings like this where you have to go around clouds or shoot the instrument departure out of here. Makes it a lot more fun, I think.
Okay.
You don't think so yet, huh?
I don't know what I like yet. There's still a lot to learn about these clouds.
If you just lower over now and just keep going all the way up to gas at 1, start cleaning up even more so now. Another thing too is like if you get your speed up in your RIMC, you're just gonna have a lot more controllability. Like air's going over your surfaces so much faster. Like if you're climbing at 73 and just pitching all the way up, there's more possibility of air. I mean, you're already at 73 knots. Like your stall speed isn't that much further on down below that. If you get distracted, you don't have as much time. I guess what I'm saying is to make changes for your airspeed, as opposed to if you're climbing out at 100 knots. Now we're going at 850 feet per minute, as opposed to 20 degrees. You'll have 850 initially at 73, but the biggest thing I'm concerned more about is me getting distracted and screwing up my airspeed and stalling at a slow speed.
Do you want to stay IFR or VFR?
Oh, you can, yeah, go for it. I don't care.
Oh, go IFR?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
okay.
we have the whole thing set up, so might as well.
Let's do it.
And then just pitch it, and then if you want to, sometimes I'll trim it real quick like we always do, or sometimes if I'm really kind of busy, I can even just put it on like a 600 feet per minute climb or 700 feet per minute and then just leave it,
okay,
so that it even frees me up even more with not having to worry about my airspeed for the initial time.
That was really lame.
That was quick? Yeah, really see, what we could have, like, what I was saying is what I was looking at is you could go right through that little layer right there and then get on top. And that's, yeah, we're 7,300, so yeah, that was about kind of what we were looking at. And yeah, it looks really nice. And my cameras will probably overheat pretty quick on the way today of the sun. Oh my goodness, that is crazy bright.
It's bright, isn't it?
Yeah. So then we can zoom out here. Now that we're all on this, let's just go ahead and get rid of our gas at 2. And let's also get rid of, we'll keep Oaktuk for the time being, and we'll leave Denungat for the time being.
Okay.
If we go to Oaktuk, that's going to keep us out of NADZAB's airspace, because I think that starts at 8,000, and we're going at 11. So Oaktuk is just going to take us right on the outside of their control zone. So what I'm saying is let's go ahead and get rid of that.
You could just go direct to Oaktuk, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Goroka Tower, November Tango Echo, departure time 01, on track 080 to 11,000, estimating Wasu 45.
November Tango Echo 1000, contact Moresby on 123.9, 875565 at 15 miles.
Contact Moresby 123.9 or 5565, 15 miles, November Tango Echo. Moresby 123.9 November Tango Echo is 19 miles east of Goroka, maintaining 11,000, estimating Wasu 45. And November Tango Echo will remain.
Retain H1008. Reported traffic. Confirm estimate Wasu at time 45 and remaining OCT.
Air Wasu at 45.
1008 remain OCTA and Wasu at 45 for November Tango Echo.
November Tango Echo.
Alright, well, I already changed to 1008, and so now we're 300 feet low.
Yeah, should have switched it earlier.
That's alright. So that's why we have that thing where it starts flashing.
Yeah.
And that's when, just a reminder, because it's almost always around that. So it was 11 today.
Anytime you're leaving the Goroka area, go ahead and just turn it down.
Yeah. Yep.
Overflying NADZAB isn't that big of a deal.
Oh no. So what they're going to do if you have to fly through the NADZAB airspace is they're going to say, they're going to give you a clearance just like you're going into Moresby. So they would say, cleared in a controlled airspace, 1000, 40 DME, NADZAB, contact tower 118, or contact approach 118.6.
Okay.
And they call it approach there because it's not radar.
Okay.
Then at 40...
We're still talking to someone in Moresby at that point?
We will until 40 DME NADZAB. So let's just quickly look that up right now. So go to the NADZAB VOR, I think it's 113.0. Let's go over here to nearest airports. There we go. On NADZAB, which it already is. And then we could do Oh, it's not even going to give me the VOR?
I'm not seeing a VOR on the foreflight either. It is saying there's a VOR procedure.
Okay, so just go to the procedures then. Approach. And I'm sorry, go to procedures, I'm sorry. And then pick the VOR DME, and then it'll have it there. Okay, 113.9. Let's just put it on the number, yeah, it doesn't really matter exactly. Yeah, I can do it on the number 1. So 113.9. And then what we would have to do is we would have to change over. Actually, a little bit easier if you, let's just put it on this one over here, on the number 2. Okay, that way it puts it on your bearing number 2. Okay, so this is on GPS. Let's go PDF, bearing number 2, and I want to put that on that. So it's on nav number 2. So then it says it's on 32 miles. So usually it's at 40 miles, report such and such. So now let me go back out of here. CDI, there we go. So now
2 was on GPS.
Yeah,
Is what you're saying?
that's what was confusing me. Okay. So you can do it one of 2 ways. That's not usually how I do it. I normally have this over here on just on my number 2, and I have on my bearing for the VOR. So that little blue thing is coming off of the VOR right now. You follow?
Yeah.
So basically, when this little line here lines up with the 330 here in a second, it's going to slowly turn. That way you can still be flying on your GPSS if you wanted to. But basically, when that line's going to come up here, and we'd be crossing that 330 radial.
Yeah.
So there's 2 ways you can do it. That's typically how I have my things up. I don't know how it got changed over to GPS. This is the easiest way.
Okay.
But if you wanted to do it the other way, you can change it over to VOR2 and then just line it up with that and then wait till it lines up as well. But we'll just leave it on this for now.
Visually, with situational awareness, that makes the most sense. You could also just verify on the nearest airports.
It looks like it's actually cleared up quite a bit even since we left. Well, they were saying there's a little bit of moisture, but I think that's kind of maybe moved down there, or maybe the moisture that was picking up was a lot lower down, but it looks like we'll have a clear shot all the way out there now. We've got about 2 minutes to run up to Moke, our next reporting point, and then on into Hoskins just for another like 33 minutes to go. And looking on ahead, it looks like it's just going to continue to be beautiful weather, and we're going to be heading back out to Goroka, just on the north side of the island. We're at what, 9:30 in the morning now, and these are, what are we at, 11,000? They're probably like at close to like 7,000 to 8,000 feet or so. So by the time we get out of here, they're probably going to be another 1,500 foot higher. So they're probably going to be at 9,000. So we've got a couple passengers on the way back. So it's going to we're just going to take the easy route on the north side of the island all the way back up into Goroka.
Moresby 5565, November Tango Echo position.
November Tango Echo, Moresby, go ahead.
November Tango Echo, Moke, this time maintaining 1000, estimating Hoskins on the hour.
November Tango Echo.
We couldn't ask for a better day out here, that's for sure. Especially this time of year. This is starting to get into the rainy season, or the transition period up here, so we're probably going to have a lot more rainy days in Hoskins and nice days on the south side of the island from here on out. Okay. Until about May.
All stations, Hoskins 127.1, Kodiak, November Tango Echo, 30 miles to the west, descending through 10,300, estimating Hoskins on the hour.
And these palm oil plantations down here are just massive.
They're so big.
I wonder what kind of revenue they bring in each year. One of these days, we're going to have to fly over top of this island over here, or not the island, the peninsula, over Tallahassee or something like that. There's a couple World War II planes parked or crashed out in the bush that you can actually see. You can see them from even Google Earth. How far off is that off of our track? 16 miles. So one of these days, we'll have to check that out because that would be awesome. I haven't seen those before. Ad and I were out here a couple weeks ago, and we checked out on the other side of the island in Gasmata a World War II plane, where we walked around and showed you. There's actually like 3 different airplanes, like a small twin, a Zero, and then like a G3M, or I don't remember, like a small bomber, a twin-engine bomber. Was it twin or was it? Yeah, it was just a small twin. Probably maybe a tiny bit bigger than maybe a B-25 or so. Anyways, if you're interested in seeing that, we also checked out a volcano, an active volcano on the way back. That was pretty cool. That was the first time I'd ever seen that. But yeah, it's active enough that it's kind of has a nice black lava flow that's fairly fresh. It's been spitting out the top though. One time when I was coming from Wewak down to Hoskins, you fly right by Monum Island and you could actually see the lava just sitting there spewing around.
No way.
Yep. We stayed out there one night for like a week out there with some friends, and at night you could sit out, you could see the lava shooting up out of it. It probably was only going maybe like 50 to 75 feet up, but you could see it just kind of spewing. It was pretty cool. And just for the viewers, how big Monum Island is, it's only 6 miles wide all the way around, like across. So like the middle of the volcano is only 3 miles away from you. It would it'd sound like thunder in the day. Like it sounded like kind of like thunder and lightning, kind of like, what is that noise? But it was just the volcano making the noises. It was really different.
All stations, Hoskins 127.1, Kodiak November Tango Kilo, November Tango Echo is 10 miles to the west, descending through 5,000, estimated circuit time 29.
As we're coming in here, we're going 172, but it's a nice calm day. But if the winds are coming this way, and they're pretty strong, just be cautious that the turbulence in this area right here is going to be, I would say, pretty moderate to severe. Just because, like, if it's like a 30-knot headwind coming over those, it swirls around quite a bit.
Moresby 5565, November Tango Echo, in the circuit, Hoskins, cancel, sir.
Tango Echo, Hoskins,
November Tango Echo.
All stations, Hoskins, November Tango Echo, in the circuit, overflying the field to enter right downwind runway 30. All stations, Hoskins.
And that water looks inviting today.
It looks like we'll be landing with the headwind.
Okay.
Runway looks clear on this end.
It looks good down here. We got one truck driving down the middle of the runway. That's one nice thing about flying directly overhead is if there's people driving around for maintenance or whatever, they'll at least see you, whereas if you were just to join into a right downwind, they're never going to see you.
Yeah.
You probably won't see them until you're on short final. Don't see the vehicle anymore on the runway. There's actually a pretty decent amount of wind today. Now start getting in your right rudder trim, just so you don't have to sit there with your foot all the way down.
.500.
550 feet per minute descent.
So far looking good. Thanks guys for taking the time to watch this video. If you did enjoy it all the way to the end, give it a video a thumbs up. Help my channel grow, and feel free to share it with anybody else if you're interested in helping it grow as well. And welcome here to Hoskins. for everyone. Thanks again. See you next time.